The instrument changed, but the aim is always the same. And it has been now 3 years and 7 months since Russia invaded Ukraine. Ukraine continues to resist on the battleground, ceding virtually no territory this year. That is impressive. You know the figure that in the last 1,000 days, Russia only captured 1% of the occupied territory of Ukraine, and this despite more than a quarter of a million Russian lives lost on the battlefield. And Russia is increasingly economically under pressure. If you look at the interest rates, they are at 17%. Inflation is well above 10%. And I believe firmly that we are at a moment where decisive action on our side can lead to a turning point in this conflict. We have advanced on several work strands. The first is we are increasing the economic pressure on Russia. The sanctions are working. If you look at Russia's GDP last year in 2024, it was 4.3%. Now it's projected to go down to 0.9% in 2025. So we need to increase the pressure. And to this end, we have proposed a new sanctions package with robust measures on energy, financial services and trade. Most important, one key element is the prohibition of LNG imports from Russia to the European Union. Second, we need to provide military assistance to Ukraine. If we continue to believe that Ukraine is our first line of defense, we have to step up the military assistance to Ukraine. Therefore, concretely, we have agreed with Ukraine that a total of 2 billion euros will be spent on drones now. And this is why I have put forward the idea of a reparations loan that is based on the immobilized Russian assets. Very good. The loan would not be dispersed in one go, but in tranches and with conditions attached. And we will strengthen our own defence industry by ensuring that part of the loan is used for procurement in Europe and with Europe. Importantly, there is no seizing of the assets. Ukraine has to repay the loan if Russia is paying reparations. If Russia is paying reparations, the perpetrator must be held responsible.
When it comes to the drone wall initiative, I think that was an excellent idea, and there was a first meeting last Friday, and NATO was participating. Also bringing together the eastern flank states in NATO working on this big issue. And why is that important? Because first of all, we have to keep our skies safe. And we have seen over the last couple of weeks what happened with the drones in Poland, the MiG-31s in Estonia, but also what is happening now in Denmark. In Denmark, we are still assessing what is behind it. But when it comes to Poland and Estonia, it's clear that it is the Russians. Still, we are assessing whether it is intentional or not. But even if it is not intentional, it is reckless and it is unacceptable. So we need to protect our skies. So the drone wall initiative is timely and necessary. Because in the end, we cannot spend millions of euros or dollars on missiles to take out the drones, which are only costing a couple of $1,000s. So we need the drone wall. But also when it comes to Ukraine, as you said, Ursula, it is our first line of defense. We are helping the Ukrainians because this is about our values, but also about, indeed, first line of defense, our collective safety. So it is crucial that they sustain in the fight, so we keep supporting them. The Americans have opened again the floodgates through the Pearl Initiative of their lethal and non-lethal weapons. I think that's extremely important, paid for by allies. But everything the European Commission is now doing through SAVE and other initiatives to bring Ukraine to the best possible place is crucial.